Hello friends, welcome back to VOWIAS. Welcome to the discussion on daily MCQ. Today is 12th of March 2022 and now we are going to look at 5 current affair based MCQs. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. But before we begin, a small information. The PDF of the discussion will be available in our Telegram channel at free of cost. You can go and download it from there. Now let's look at the first question. The first question is based on the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons. So consider the following statements. First one, it is an organization of EU in working relation with NATO and WHO. Second one, it monitors the chemical industry to prevent new weapons from emerging. Third one, it provides assistance and protection to states against chemical weapon threats. Which of the following are correct? A 1 only, B 2 and 3 only, C 1 and 3 and D 1, 2 and 3. You have to choose the correct options and the correct option is B 2 and 3. Because if you see the first statement, it is stating that the organization belongs to EU. But if you see, this is a global organization. A global organization cannot be an organization of EU. So that is the first statement is wrong. So this OPCW is a organization which is under UN in fact. So recently this was the news because of the US-Russia conflict, and US said that Russia could be planning a biological weapon attack earlier. The Russians claimed that US had chemical and biological weapon labs in Ukraine, which was denied by US, but we have to see where it goes, because US will be claiming something, the Ukraine will be claiming something, but the reality will be somewhere in between. So if you see, the OPCW, it's an independent autonomous international organization with a working relationship with UN. The OPCW is the implementing body of Chemical Weapon Convention, which entered into force in 1997. It was awarded 2013 Nobel Peace Prize for its extensive effort to eliminate chemical weapons. The OPCW member states share the collective goal of preventing chemistry from ever being used for the warfare, thereby strengthening the international security. And to this end, the convention contains 4 key provisions: destroying all existing chemical weapons, monitoring chemical industry to prevent new weapons from re-emerging, providing assistance and protection to the state parties against chemical threats, and fostering international cooperation to strengthen implementation of the convention and promote the peaceful use of chemistry. These are the things. Now let's look at the next question, the second question. Consider the following statements. First one, CISF is one of the 6 paramilitary forces in India and functions under the Ministry of Defence. Second statement says its headquarters is in New Delhi. We have to choose the correct option. A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. So if you see this CISF, it's a Central Industrial Security Force which works, or you can say which protects the industrial establishments in India. It was set up in 1969. And it is one of the 6 paramilitary forces, but it does not function under the Ministry of Defence. Rather, it functions under the Ministry of Home Affairs. So the first statement is wrong, but second statement is right because its headquarters is in New Delhi. So B2 only is the correct answer. Every year, CISF Rising Day is celebrated on 10th of March. So that is why recently this was in news. Okay. So CISF provides protection to the industrial establishments for the public as well as private sector, important private sector as well. The ports, airports, steel plants, and a lot of other government industries, the PSUs, especially the hydropower projects and all, they are guarded by CISF. It also has a fire wing, which works or which helps during the fire accidents in industries. Okay, so this is all the information about CISF. Now let's move on to the next question, the third question. Consider the following statements. First one, radioactive elements are naturally found in the Earth's crust. Second one, radioactivity is measured in becquerel or in curie. We have to choose the correct option. A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. Radioactivity. So recently the Kudankulam village panchayat has passed a resolution against the construction of away from reactor facility in Kudankulam. So that's why this was in news. So radioactivity, if you see, it is a normal phenomena, and it is naturally found in the Earth's crust, and till a certain point it is fine, but if it crosses that point, then it is harmful for humans. Okay, so the first statement is right. The second statement says it is measured in becquerel and curie. This is also right. So C both 1 and 2 is the correct answer. And so I told you already that it was recently the Kudankulam village panchayat which passed a resolution against the construction of away from reactor, and that's why this was in news. Radioactivity is basically the spontaneous emission of particles or waste from unstable nuclei of some element, and there are 3 types of radioactive emissions: alpha, beta and gamma. Alpha particles are positively charged helium atoms, beta particles are negatively charged electrons, and gamma rays are neutral electromagnetic radiation. They are generally naturally found in the Earth's crust. Uranium, thorium, actinium are 3 naturally occurring radioactive materials that contaminate the groundwater sometimes. The unit sievert measures the quantity of radiation absorbed by human tissues. Right? So these are the things. Now let's look at the fourth question. Consider the following statements with regard to savanna biome. First one, savanna biome is a type of grassland biome consisting of areas of open grasslands with very few trees. Second one, the savanna grasslands are located on every continent. You have to choose the correct option, A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. So savanna, if you see, these are grassland biomes and consist of areas of open grasslands and very few trees. The first statement is right. Second statement, if you see, it is said that the savanna grasslands are located on every continent. But we have one continent called Antarctica, over which we don't find any biome. Only the ice is being found. So the statement which say that it is located on every continent is wrong. So A1 only is the correct answer. So recently this was in news because a study which published recently said that significant part of Amazon rainforest has been heading towards a tipping point since early 2000s, and it may be losing its ability to bounce back from extreme events like the drought or fire, threatening to become a dry savanna-like ecosystem. Savanna biome, if you see, it's a grassland biome consisting of open grasslands with very limited trees. There are two kinds of savanna: tropical and semi-tropical savanna. Okay, the grasslands are located on every continent except Antarctica, and the locations of savanna, if you see, in Africa it is there in Kenya, Zimbabwe, Botswana, South Africa, Namibia. In Australia you can find this. In Central America like Belize and Honduras you can find this. In South America, countries like Venezuela and Colombia you can find this, and also in South Asia you can find this, in countries like India and all. Okay. So the examples of vegetation includes the wild grasses, shrubs, the baobab trees, acacia, etc. Here the grasses grow very quickly in wet season when the water is abundant and turn brown in the dry season to conserve water. The grasses and trees that grow in savanna have adapted to the life with little water and hot temperatures. This is a perfect combination for savanna, that means high temperature and limited rainfall is perfect combination for the growth of these grasslands. Now let's look at the next question, the fifth question. Clear Space 1, the space debris removal project, which is going to be launched in 2025, belongs to which of the following? A. NASA, B. JAXA, C. European Space Agency, and D. ISRO. The correct option is C. European Space Agency. So recently, some leftover pieces of the spacecraft Chang'e 5T1, which is a lunar mission of China, through the space reportedly hit the surface of the moon, creating a new crater that may be around about 65 feet wide, and this is the first recorded unintentional case of space junk hitting the moon. The Clear Space 1 is the space debris removal project of European Space Agency, which will be launched in 2025. So Japan is also planning to launch one of the space debris removal project, and we have to see whenever it comes in the news, we will discuss that. Okay. So these are the 5 questions of the day, and before I leave a small information, we are providing Vision Prelims Test Series, Vision Monthly Magazine Summary, and Vision Mains Test Series Summary. These summaries, what we provide, you can use them for your revision. They will be very, very helpful for your revision, and also, they will enhance your revision capability. So kindly make the best use of this initiative. You can subscribe to them from our Telegram channel. That's it, guys, from our side. I'll see you again tomorrow with 5 more MCQs. Till then, keep studying and stay tuned. Jai Hind.